Google, MusicianRider. YouTube hi. Okay.
So after refueling and charging my phones, thanks to the good folks at Bharat Petroleum bunk at Kattikullam, I started the second part of the day at around 4 p.m. towards Thollpetta and Kutta, and this is in Wayanad. From Kutta it's going to be Gonikoppa and then Kushalnagar. I'll be stopping over for the night at Kushalnagar. So the return route was going to be Kushalnagar to Saligrama via State Highway 85 and then on to Nagamangala, which will then meet Belur Cross and National Highway 75, the Bangalore Highway, and of course Yedur, Kunigal, Nelamangala and then back home. But the usual route from Coorg to Bangalore is generally via Hunsur and Mysore, which is about 30 minutes sooner and also about 10-12 kilometers shorter. That isn't a big factor for me, mainly because as a rider I'm not looking for the usual route. Coorg to Hunsur to Mysore is ultra boring for me, guys, even if it is a bit faster. Then there is the expressway, which is not available for riders, so we got to take the service roads and the state highways, which is quite old these days. So let's take the road less trodden, the State Highway 85 via Nagamangala, and discover for yourself what it is like to take an alternate route. So I just took the deviation towards Thollpetta and then Kutta. It's about 35 minutes and 20 kilometers from here, and the ride is through this beautiful forest of Southern Wayanad. Let's enjoy this ride. This spot where I just stopped is a beautiful scenic spot just before Thollpetta on the Wayanad highway called simply the Kattikullam to Thollpetta road. Last time on a similar circuit in 2023, I crossed the same point. At that time, it was a beautiful sunset around 6 o'clock, and it was gorgeous to just be in that place. The first time around was way back in 2009 when I did a little different circuit, but happened to cross this road. That was a car trip. And now in 2025, I'm on a biking trip again, and here I am at the same spot. And it's good to have taken pictures. I know it reminds me of the times back in those days. Good memories. But anyways, better not stay here for long, because if the forest officer, he might be passing by, and if he catches you hanging around here on a deserted stretch, forest highway, he's definitely going to catch you and fine you for sure. So let's get going. Right now, riding from Thollpetta to Kutta. Kutta, is the southernmost point of Coorg, and it's the border settlement between Karnataka and Kerala. At Kutta, I'm going to take a short break before I start the next phase of my ride. A short 15 minutes break, and then it's going to be a ride from Kutta to Gonikoppa, which is by the beautiful countryside, plantations, and also at this time it's going to be an awesome sunset ride right up to Gonikoppa. Alright guys, thank you for sticking this long with this video. This is my new channel, and I've passionately built it. I'm passionately sharing my rides with fellow riders. If you like this video, do subscribe to it. Hit the bell icon to get notified, and also share it with everybody around you and help me grow this channel. Long live bike life, guys. So after a short break at Kutta, here's the turn that goes into Gonikoppa, and the right leads you to Nagarahole forest. And this was a short break, about 20 minutes, and here I am on the way to Gonikoppa. Now I've done this route before, but not at this particular time of the evening, when the beautiful sun is setting and the light glares through the trees, through the forests, through the plantations, make a beautiful rainbow of light glares as I ride through this countryside. Gonikoppa is about an hour ride from Kutta and 35 kilometers away, and I always did enjoy this ride every time. So sit back and enjoy the beautiful sunset ride with me. So I'm at the Tibetan Namdroling Monastery in Gonikoppa, about 20 minutes ride from Kushalnagar. This place, as expected, is a very peaceful place. It's a monastery, but the colors of the place is visually enticing, and more strangely, the sounds emanating from the Golden Temple and the secondary temple sound so strange, eerie and enchanting. Take a look and listen, guys, from my perspective. After experiencing the peaceful ambience, the vibrant colors of the place, and the ethnic architecture so beautifully done, and more singularly, the strange and eerie low guttural voices and horns, and the musical instruments over the rhythmic chanting of their prayers, all these, still ring in my ears, in my mind, from the enchanting Tibetan Monastery visit this morning. I leave Kushalnagar at around 2 p.m. and now riding towards State Highway 85 to connect to Ramanathapura. The roads are decent right now, and I soon found out that the roads leading to Ramanathapura and then on to Saligram and then on to Belur Cross was an excellent stretch of a highway. It's a state highway, but it's got all the capabilities of a national highway. It was open with no traffic, well laid out, and well maintained and clean. It was a surprise, and I was thinking I would definitely come again on this route because I just want to ride this road again. I was thinking I would definitely come again on this route because I just want to ride this road again. And little did I know that just 1 week later, I would be riding this road once again on the next trip, which is Kodagu 2.0 bike trip with a friend of mine from Oman. It was a 2 days great trip, riding trip involving forests, plantations, through the towns and cities of Kodagu, through Somarpet, Madikeri, Kushalnagar, Gonikoppa, these places of Kodagu. And it also includes a farm visit, a surprise farm visit. So I think you should definitely check that ride out. The link to that video is in the description. Now regarding the alternate route that I had spoken about earlier and the one that I took today, guys, was this the right choice? Or do you think the Hunsur-Mysore highway is better? I'd like to hear your thoughts around this. So please do leave your comments and opinions in the comment section below. It would be great to connect with you.
Right.
So riding on towards home on this beautiful highway, with mixed feelings of happiness and sadness. Sad because the ride was going to end, and happy because of having done it, and I'm still at it. There's still 4 hours worth of ride left, and I'm still riding it. It's about 180-200 kilometers to Bangalore now, and 4 hours of ride. So with these thoughts, with galloping on with my trusted bike, Java 300 Classic. I love this bike, it performs great, and he's my buddy on all these long rides. He's the one who takes me along, and I cannot do all these rides without him. So I eventually reached Bangalore at around 10 p.m. Already planning my next exciting bike trip. I'm not sure where, but it's gonna come up soon. So see you guys at that next one. So thank you for sticking around. So you take care until I talk to you guys again. Bye bye.